making it clear what work should be charged to what project that's ongoing. I think that my advice to public servants would be to document as you go. And we saw other contracts throughout the pandemic, while had opportunities for improvement, were not as glaring as the lack of documentation that we see here.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think that's your signal, Mr. Brock. You've got the floor for about 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Thank you, Chair. From $80,000 to approximately $60 million, and probably going to be continue more once we get some documentation. It's now abundantly clear to Canadians why the Liberal government under Justin Trudeau and its members did everything in their power to shut down your audit. They voted against your audit. They routinely shut down committees. Just last week, they shut down the committee that you and I were involved in when it was revealed that the RCMP were investigating. All of a sudden, they brought a motion to adjourn. And just last week, a release of the preliminary report by the CBSA investigator was too scary for some Liberal members, and they required a complete shutdown of witnesses to study the ArriveCan. So it's abundantly clear what they were trying to hide. This is a gross misuse of taxpayer funds. You indicated the public service should do better. This is an example of the worst record-keeping practices that you have seen in your tenure as the Auditor General. Do you believe there should be, in terms of moving forward, the CBSA has promised to make recommendations, to follow your recommendations for changes internally, but to the Canadians who are watching this, who have now realized that this government has abused and misused their taxpayer funds, what civil and criminal consequences should befall this government?
So matters of a criminal nature and decisions in that respect rest with law enforcement. In this case, the RCMP would be the experts to tell you what action, if any, is needed. That is not my place.
Yeah, MP Brock is an outstanding MP. He works overtime every day. You know, he's on salary, of course, but he's an example of one of the best MPs for work ethic. Here he is. Check it out.
GC Strategies is under RCMP investigation, not for the ArriveCan app, but in relation to another application involving a software company out of Montreal and the government as well, including the CBSA. That's the focus. The RCMP has never been focused on the ArriveCan app. During the course of your investigation led by Mr. Hanoush, shared to you, Ms. Hogan, and to Mr. Hayes, did you uncover elements of suspicion with respect to GC Strategies that warranted a potential referral to the RCMP?
So this is a bit of an unusual situation. Normally when we're in auditing, the RCMP has not been referred matters. So in this case, they were referred in a matter around contracting. I am not aware if they've begun an investigation or where that investigation is going. So I didn't have to turn my mind to, do I need to decide if there are other things I should refer? I did have a conversation with the RCMP, and it was a very general one because our report was not yet made public. It was made public today only. I told them that if they would like to have access to our file, that they should send me an official request to do so, and we would be happy to provide them with any of the evidence that we have.
And thank you very much. I'm afraid that is the time. Ms. Yip, you have the floor for 5 minutes, please.